Welcome to the Lab 8 Keyed Shaft tutorial. The first step is to open FeatureCam and select New TURNMILL Part Type Document. The next thing we need to do is define the stock properties overall length of 8 inches with an outside diameter of 4 inches. Now we can create the turned feature geometry and transform that geometry to a chained curve. And we'll need to refer to the drawing in Figure 6 to accomplish this. So what we'll do now is we'll select the connected type line and we'll draw the line 1/2 of an inch down from the edge of the stock, and we'll move this over to 3 inches. And then we'll bring it up to create the shoulder. And looking at the drawing, there's a 1/4 inch radius in the corner. And that's complete. And now we will need to chain that curve. And create. This is now curve 1. Now we'll need to create the turned feature by first selecting New Feature, Turning Operation, and Turn from Curve. We'll select Curve 1, and we'll click Finish. Now we can create the pocket which forms the keyed slot. The first thing we need to do is select New Feature, TURNMILL, Rectangular Pocket, and now we'll define the dimensions of the pocket. The length of the pocket will be 1.25. The width of the pocket will be 0.5. The depth will be 0.375. And the corner radius will be 93 thousandths, or 0.09375. Now, referencing Figure 6, we need to locate this pocket. So the first thing we'll do is we will select the OD polar radio button. We'll do a B angle of 90 degrees, a Y angle of -0.25, or a Y shift of -0.25, radius of 1.5, an angle of 90 degrees, and a Z location of -0.75. Now what we'll need to do is we'll need to modify this roughing and finishing tool. So we'll search for another tool or create a new one. In this case, I'm looking for a tool that is a 0.1875 end mill for fluted. And here we are. Select Finish and click OK. Now we need to create the drilled hole pattern features on the part face, and we'll do this as follows. We're going to select New Feature, TURNMILL, and Hole from Dimensions. Our hole depth will be 1 inch. The diameter will be 0.25. Referencing Figure 6 again, we need to locate the hole. So we'll select the face of the part, polar radio button, radius of 1, angle will be 0, and the Z location will also be 0. And we can select Finish at this point and click OK. Now what we need to do is we need to repeat this whole pattern. So I'm going to change the view of the part to the right side view. This is as if I'm looking at the face of the part. And you can see I only have one hole, and I need to have 6 all the way around. So we'll select New Feature. Again, we're going to be using TURNMILL feature. And this time we're going to create a pattern from a feature. Select Next. We're going to use hole 1. And we are going to select Radial in the Setup XY Plane Radio button. We'll select Next. There's going to be 6 holes. The spacing angle will be 60 degrees. We can preview that. You can see we've got a nice even layout, 6 holes. We'll click Finish. Click OK. Let's take a look at a part from the isometric view and simulate the machining. Here's our turning operation. Finish pass. Here's the machining of our slot, or the keyed slot that's in the shaft. Finishing passes. And now the machining of our holes. And this part is complete. So what you'll need to do now is save your part following the instructions in step 8 and then turn the file into your instructor. Congratulations.